Hi there, it's very pregnant Jamerrill again, and I wanted to share with you today about the simple steps to make homemade laundry detergent. I still get questions about homemade laundry detergent, so I thought since I was making it this Saturday, you guys could just make it with me. Making homemade laundry detergent can save at least $240 a year. Before I started making it on my own, we spent at least $20 a month on laundry supplies. All the supplies that I need to make many gallons of homemade laundry detergent a year cost me under $10 for the entire year. So that's a huge savings. And homeschooling mamas, that would be a lot of great homeschool curriculum if you save the difference. And obviously if you needed to save the difference to put towards additional grocery purchases or gas for field trips or travel, you can do that too. The three ingredients that I use, and see, I just take a little baggie over the top when I already have my boxes open for storage. I use Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. My local Walmart has all of these things available, all these products. If your local store doesn't, you can see a link at the end of this video to my blog post on how to make homemade laundry detergent, and you can get the links to get it all on Amazon. This is borax, and then this lovely soap, Fels Naphtha, if I'm saying it correctly, probably not. This is $1 a bar. The borax is usually about a little over 3, not quite 4, same with the super washing soda. And the bar of soap that I use is usually $1 a bar, and I go through probably 3 bars a year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate my soap here with just a regular cheese grater. I'm going to boil water in my pot. I'm going to add my soap. I'll stir it while it's boiling. Then I pour my boiling water into my bucket that I got at the hardware store. I've been using this bucket for at least 5 years now for my laundry soap. I'm going to fill the difference of my bucket with hot water, and I'll also add in approximately half a cup of borax, half a cup of super washing soda. Then I take an empty laundry detergent bottle, I fill it halfway with my mix from my bucket, I fill the other half with water, and then the laundry detergent does gel, so I just give it a good shake. This is a full one I did this morning before my bucket was empty, and I add a cap to my laundry. Now my husband does mechanical work as well as electrical work. We always get his clothes clean. I have preteen and teenage sons, and they do lots of yard work. We always get their grass stains out. So for 5 years we've had no trouble with it. We're getting ready to have our 7th child. It takes care of baby stains and all of that. So you're going to watch me through the steps, and at the end we'll have a big old bucket of laundry soap. Okay, so I take my soap. Let me also add that I've talked to moms some moms like to use a bar of Ivory soap, and that's obviously cheaper than $1 a bar. There are different soap brands out there people like. I love the smell of this old-fashioned soap. It says laundry bar and stain remover, so we are friends, and that's the only one I've used for 5 years. So I've also talked to some moms who use a separate grater for their soap, but you know what? We use soap to wash our dishes, so this is the same grater that I grate our cheese with. We just wash it. It's no big deal. No use for a separate grater. When I first started making this, I had a super limited budget, and even spending a few dollars for a new grater would put me over the edge. So I've just used this one, and you can tell, you know, it's broken at the top also, but it still works, still does the job. So it's on my yard sale finding list. So I'm going to grate this whole bar. That'll take a few minutes. I will also pause for a moment and get my pot of water boiling. I use about, you see how rough guesstimates this is. I use about half a pot of water, and I boil the soap in it and fill my bucket the rest of the way. That's usually the only hot water that I need. Okay, so here is our plate of grated soap. I'm now going to put this into our boiling water. I'm going to stir it while it boils until it's all melted, and we'll take it from there. So this is the next very uncomplicated step. I am just stirring the grated soap in the hot water, and I'm going to probably have to stir it here for about a minute, and then it'll be ready for us to pour it into the big bucket. Okay, so I have boiled my grated soap, and the water smells fantastic. I'm going to pour it into my big bucket here. Lots of steam. Proving it is very hot. And then I'm going to take my half a cup of borax, pour it in, and my half a cup of super washing soda, pour it in, and then I squat down here like a good country woman and I stir up my soap. I'm going to stir this just for a little bit, and then you can see how much is in my bucket. I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with water, and I'll stir that up with a long painting stick probably. And then this bucket will sit in the back by my washing machine, and when our bottle of laundry soap gets low again, I will fill my laundry soap bottle half with this mixture and half with pure water, and I will use a capful in every load. And again, making homemade laundry detergent costs around $10 a year, and it saves well over $240. Be sure to click the link in the description of this video to see my article with pictures on how to make homemade laundry detergent. And also, if your local store doesn't sell these products, you can see my Amazon links to purchase them through Amazon. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.